Today, we're going to reveal Justin Bieber's swag production secrets. Of course, it's doing numbers, but often the beats on these huge pop releases sound generic. However, here, that's not the case. Working alongside the likes of Mk.gee and Dijon means the techniques on the project are crazy, and I'm going to show you how to use them in your beats, starting with 2 secret tricks used on the album's biggest songs.
Throwing petals like, do you love me at night?
Guitars are all over the project, but like you just heard, they're not what you'd typically expect on pop records. There's one big secret to that, but first we need to set a foundation using 2 key concepts. First is rhythm. You want to leave spaces in between chords for filler notes. This creates a call and response effect, giving you bounce as opposed to a boring progression that looks like this. Then we have tone. Now the album as a whole is very Mk.gee inspired, and the guitar on Daisies is no exception. Now really it comes from his use of a baritone guitar, which has thick strings creating that low tone. But how can you do it if you don't have one of those? Well, to get somewhere close, you want to use chords and melodies that incorporate the bottom E string. Combining that with distortion, reverb, and crucially EQing out some of the highs should leave you with something like this. Now don't get me wrong, this sounds good, but it's missing that edge.
In the city, remember you used to drive a Yukon.
This song feels like you're in an intimate venue listening to Justin perform. It's raw and authentic, and getting a similar effect is so easy. All you need to do is play what you've made from your speakers, stand back a bit and record a voice note, then bring that back into your DAW, duplicate, shift, and pan each one. I paired that with a pad and accents from my Layers Complete bundle, leaving us with this. Now, if you want sounds like that will instantly level up your pop and R&B production, then my Layers Complete Edition bundle is exactly what you need. You get 170 Analog Lab presets, over 500 one-shots, and tons of drums, samples, MIDI, and more. On top of that, I'm doing a huge discount right now for a very limited time, so be quick and hit the link below. Next, we need to add some drums. And whilst the ones on the album may appear simple, they did something to elevate them that you probably didn't even notice. If you listen closely, you can hear they used effects to create an ambient layer of texture underneath the drums. To do the same, you first want to add a simple pattern. Once you have that, make sure to route each sound to one mixer, which will make this whole process a lot easier. After that, our first technique comes into play, convolution reverb. But why use that over a normal one? Well, this reverb effect emulates whatever waveform you put into it. For example, if I record a clap in my bathroom and put that in the plugin, any sound I apply the effect to will essentially have my bathroom's reverb. Now for our beat, I wanted to take it a step further by using a metallic hi-hat loop. The combination of clashing rhythms and the metallic reverb really blurs each drum hit. From there, you want to fill things out even more. Those chops add texture, but the drum loop is still lacking some energy. So how do we change that? Well, I bounced the drum loop, layered it underneath, and put a delay at 100% wet on it. Then set the delay time so it's very short. Just listen to the difference now. Earlier, I talked about Mk.gee's guitar tone. However, his influence on swag goes so much deeper than that. Here's one of his tricks you can use to bring any melodic sound to life. If you want that exact sound, you need an electric piano, but not a Rhodes or a Whirly, it's a DX7. Once you have that, you typically add processing and move on, but that's boring. Mk.gee, on the other hand, uses pedals to create a gate that only triggers the effects when a certain volume is reached. To replicate that, you need to route the keys to another mixer, add a gate, and set the threshold so only the loudest notes cut through. Then add any processing you want, and just listen to how much life those simple keys have now. To finish everything off, I'm going to show you some of Justin's vocal tricks. Now, of course, you have the pitched up ones on Yukon, but he's been using even crazier techniques for years now. actually talks about what Skrillex and Diplo did in this clip.
That's actually my vocal.
They stretched, pitched, and manipulated them to create something new. But this technique is more of a mindset than anything else. It's about taking what you have and forcing yourself to use it in different ways. I put in a vocal and recycled it by chopping it up in Fruity Slicer and making a new melody. Then I used another part of it to create a background ambience, and I paired that with a pad and bass from the Complete Layers bundle to give us this new section.